Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am EmpressReal1584TheGoodWitch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for viewing, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos, only if you know where your placements are. Cross-watchers are always welcome. This channel is all about healing. Disrespect is not tolerated. Also, I have people in the back that monitor for me. Not everyone am I able to see your messages. And I know many of you get annoyed when it's not me that's responding. If I'm already talking to you, if I'm doing a reading with you, I'm not always paying attention to the screen at all. So there are people in the back that monitor for me. A lot of you like to jump out the window, and you get a little disrespectful when someone in the back answers you for me. These people have very real spiritual gifts. They are like me. I wouldn't have anyone responding. A lot of times people block their blessings because where I will not answer a question, one of them may if they felt like it. In real life, outside of social media, I get paid for this for real. My energy is not for free, nor should anyone ever be when they do the type of work that I do. Oftentimes, people are blocked from my page. It's one of the people in the back that are blocking you. I don't like to block anyone. I like for everybody to watch so that they can learn, so that they can rewind and understand what you've been missing. But when they do block you, oh well. Oh well. We have to understand that everyone comes from a family line. Everyone has the power and the right to believe in what they want to believe in. I've never started these platforms for anybody to follow what I'm doing. I speak about what I believe in. Sometimes I may speak about what others believe in when I'm doing tarot because it's all inclusive. I don't knock anyone's religion. I may say things about it that I don't agree with, but I don't knock it because everyone needs something or someone to believe in, right? Especially when they don't know that they are powerful. Everyone is not tapped in, and everyone won't be. However, I'm not here to judge, nor does anyone have the right to judge the next person. I've posted videos about my spirituality, about my journey, and about my family's journeys, the things that we believe in. However, just because I speak about it, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to follow who we follow. I don't even name to you who we follow because people jump on the bandwagon of, and I don't want you to jump on the bandwagon of something just because I meditate to it. How you doing? Just because I pray to it. I don't want you to follow the same thing that we do. This is generational for me. It's not generational for you. You have to follow your own soul. Music. Everything is music. Everything is in tone. You have to follow where your soul leads you. That's why I never discuss on these platforms who I pray to. I never discuss with you who my deities are, because what works for my family may not work for you. However, I spoke about theft yesterday. Theft in these communities, theft in these streets is nothing new, right? Theft has been around forever. People just steal from people. What's hurtful when it's my own people. But that just shows you how separated we are. People complain about the atrocities that are going on in the world. They hate the injustices, but you are a part of it. Especially when you're stabbing your own in the back. Let me just say that. I will be doing a reading today, and I will be doing my reading early. I will be doing my reading early because I don't want to be here tonight with you. I have a lot to do and a lot to get done in the background. I have already cleansed my space. You know that anytime that I begin with the reading, what I do first is put the camera on the desk so that you can watch me shuffle my cards. But I need to say this to you. A lot of people don't like when I speak about race, but race is not a sidebar when it comes to spirituality. It is not a footnote in tarot. It is not an inconvenience in conversations. I speak about race all the time on my platform because I am a part of it. I am a part of the injustices that happen to my people. Race is a part of history, and history does not disappear because it makes people feel uncomfortable. Let me just say, modern genetic research confirms that the deepest roots of human ancestry trace back to Africa. The oldest known human lineages originate there. Humanity does not begin in revision at all. It begins in Africa, contrary to what some people may believe. Civilization rose there. Astronomy mapped the stars. Mathematics advanced. Healing systems were flourished. Spiritual cosmology was cultivated. A lot of people say that when I speak about race, it has no place in the tarot community, nor does it have a place in the spiritual community. But those are the people who are out of alignment with themselves. You know, long before those contributions were renamed, reassigned, and diluted, erasure. Erasure happened. Whitewashing happened. Appropriation happened, as it still happens today. But erasure does not equal absence. We are here. Before platforms, there were ancestors. Before algorithms, there were altars. Before content, there was culture. My lineage does not begin and did not begin yesterday. I honor my ancestors' roots that are connected to Africa, the documented origin of humanity. And I also honor lineage tied to indigenous soil, including connection to Manteo of the Croatian people. Yes, I am a direct descendant of both lineages. So it's beautiful to understand your ancestry. And it's beautiful to be able to come from a family who doesn't let our ancestral roots dissipate, disintegrate. I stand. Here I stand. I stand black and proud. I stand indigenous and proud. Black spiritual traditions are not trends, as many of you may think. They are inheritance. I stand on my inheritance. It can only be who we are when you are in alignment with yourself. Inheritance cannot be stolen. It can only be imitated, as many of you try to mimic us, our heritage, our culture, everything about us. Spiritual authority is not an aesthetic, something that you put on. It is not a copied language. It is not a downloaded mysticism. It is lived. My platform here is to be lived. I share a lot. And some people in my family have even said I share too much. But I share with my people, and I always make it clear to anybody else that's watching. You may try to imitate, but you won't get in. Yes, my deities will hear you, but they won't move for you. They won't move for you. So if my presence unsettles you, ask yourself why. If my clarity exposes you, you have to ask yourself why. Yo, this is not hostility at all. This is just who I am. This is accountability. Power does not monitor, because we have a lot of monitoring people who monitor me, and then they want to make videos about me. But if you are powerful in your own right, you would never have to monitor what I'm doing over here. Power doesn't monitor at all. Power does not sneak. Power does not create shadows. I always stand in the light. Power stands in the light. I am powerful in my own right from my own DNA. Before there were watchers, there were builders. Before there were critics, there were creators. Before there were imitators, there was an origin. And my origin remains. I stand rooted. I stand in alignment with myself. I stand 10 toes down in my heritage. And nothing counterfeit can outshine what is ancestral. The beauty of social media is people learning. Whether it be my own race, my own lineage, or whether it be people outside of. You know, race belongs in spiritual spaces. I was told that when I speak about race and I put them in spiritual places, that there is no place for it. But I came here to be the light, to balance things out so that when you make a video about me, you better make sure that you are in alignment with yourself, because everybody is not the same. Race belongs in every spiritual space because history belongs there. Black history is not optional context. It's a foundational context. The foundation is that we are the beginning. The oldest human DNA traces back to Africa, contrary to what many of you want to believe. Many of even my people, you felt like when they started speaking about the Perry family, which is my family, that it only stretches here in the USA. My family predates. Albert Perry is my bloodline. So the oldest human DNA does trace back to Africa. Civilization did not begin in a vacuum. Mathematics, medicine, architecture, astronomy, these were cultivated long before they were rebranded. History was edited. Faces were erased. Narratives were softened. But erasure does not equal absence, because my bloodline still exists. We still out here having babies, and we're growing and growing and growing. If your content is built on recycled words, this is for the people in the back that like to copy me, or that like to make videos about me separating. I can't separate what already existed. Other cultures, other races separated us. We are a welcoming race, so much so that we forget who our enemies are. So if your content is built on recycled words, copying off of someone, mimicking them, borrowed language, and rehearsed spirituality, understand this: imitation eventually reveals itself. Yes, I've started dropping names. I'm not the chick in the back, but I make sure that my voice reaches the people in the back. You can copy tone, you can copy structure, but you cannot copy the source. We are the source. And if my voice unsettles you, that is not my burden to carry. That's your mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Say my name clearly. I am EmpressReal1584TheGoodWitch. Stand in your critique of me the way that I stand in my truth. I'm not going to be quiet for you. I'm not going to shut up for you. But I need you to be just as loud as I am. If you make a video about me and you state that race doesn't belong in spiritual spaces, you are misled and you are wrong and you are not in alignment with yourself. Race belongs in every space, especially mine. Say my name clearly. Don't make a video and not say my name. Say my name. Stand in your critique the way that I stand in my truth. And I'm always going to speak my truth, no matter who it exposes and no matter how uncomfortable you become and are. I am authentic. I don't need to hide. I know when I first started my platform, I didn't show my face much at all. And I used to have people that say, why are you hiding? Are you ugly? Bitch. Let me tell you, I'm not here to appease you. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And your eyes don't matter to me. It's the way that I see myself. It's not necessary to post my face every time I do a video. My husband sees it, my children see it, my grandchildren see it, and those are the people that matter to me. I gotta love you for me to care about what you say about me. Your voice has to matter. But when you make videos about me, say my name. Because I have included races in this space, in the tarot community, in the spiritual community, because it has always been there. No, I don't like what's happening. What is continued to happen to us, my people. The missing, the exploited. And I'm going to say it over and over and over until all my people catch on to say enough is enough. The missing, the exploited, children, young adults, and elders. I'm going to shout it to the rooftop until we all open our eyes and say something. When I was growing up, they used to say, snitches get stitches. And so nobody would tell. Even if someone saw something, nobody would say anything. I'm going to have to say something. Because when one cry, we all cry. And how do I know we all cry? Because y'all sit behind the computer and you want to act like you're a detective to break open a case. Allow your voice to be just as loud. Even louder, because they don't put us on the news. And when we get a chance to get on the news, it's quick. You'll miss it. Don't blink. We're still being hung. But the easiest thing to say is that we hung ourselves. We don't do that shit. We don't do that. We don't do that. That happened to our ancestors and it's still happening today. We don't do that. We don't do that. The only time one of my people may do that is if they're incarcerated and they just know they are not guilty. They don't want to stay locked up behind bars. Then you may be right. You may be right. But when we outside, we don't do that. We don't do that. Behind bars, when we feel like justice is not going to prevail, yeah, you may be right. It may just happen. But when we outside, it doesn't happen. You know, Caucasian people make videos about me. And I watch because they're always sent to me. And you are the first to say that race doesn't belong in the spaces of spirituality. You know why you say that? Because you know it does. And you want to act like you're the alpha. But we are the alpha, we are the omega, we are the beginning, we are the end. We belong in every space. My people, they know not to say that. But you watch me, and I don't mind. But you imitate, you try to copy. Because unfortunately, in my community, they didn't learn about their history. They didn't learn about their ancestry. So they know not who they are. And so they try to take, mimic, copy, committing frauds. Anytime that I do a reading, especially when the subject comes up, we are all powerful within our own right. Some people have very spiritual gifts. Some people have gifts to lie, to steal, to be an alcoholic, to be a drug addict, to be a murderer. Everybody has a gift. And we don't get to judge. We don't get to judge what a person's gifts are. Because a liar, gifts are to be a liar. And they're the most powerful liars in the world. Most of them are your lawyers. Your judges. Thank you. Thank you. But I just came here because I need you to say my name. I'm saying yours. Baba, a Caucasian woman who said that race doesn't belong in spiritual spaces. Baba, here I am, say my name. Your video was sent to me. I just did a cancer reading. All my readings are live. The Happy Cancer Tarot channel. You stole from me. And you didn't even try to change anything up. My sister. My sister. Don't y'all hate that? Don't y'all hate that when you walk down the street and somebody be like, yo, what up, my brother? But they'll turn around and rob you. Yo, what up, my sister? But then they'll turn around and sleep with your man. Nah. We supposed to come together, but we divide ourselves. You've been exposed. I said I'm going to start saying names. I don't hide, but every time I put my camera down, y'all said I'm hiding myself because I must be ugly. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Bitch, you ugly. You ugly. And yes, being spiritual, I speak just like this. I am this way for real. I am this way for real. But I needed to know that y'all got me fucked up. And I'm going to continue to speak for my people. As many chances as I get. Every video that I do, I'm going to speak for my people. And then when other people say that spirituality and race has no place in the tarot community, you're mistaken. You are mistaken. I made a video about healers. This bitch, Baba, turns around, makes a video and says that there's no such thing as healers. My bad, you're not one of us. We've been healing ourselves from the land, from the source, through herbs. Our doctors were the root workers. Our doctors were the voodoo practitioners. Y'all even came to us for help. And then you try to copy our practices and you want to teach our practices, but our deities they won't do anything for you. They hear you. They hear you. But their ignore game is strong. You learn about our culture. My people, you let everybody in. And the same people that you let in, they'll turn around and spit in your face. And you know, the worst thing that I dislike saying that I have to say on my platform, sometimes it be your own people. It be your own people that'll turn around and stab you in the back. They like that Ten of Swords card. It be your own people. But let me make myself loud and clear. I didn't come here to be friends. I didn't join any of these communities to invite you to my house to eat dinner at my table. We are not friends. We are not the same. We are not the same. I'm in alignment with myself, and you haven't gotten there yet. Because a person with true spiritual gifts, they don't have to still mimic. Go stand in the mirror. You just showed me how much you hate yourself. I don't watch any other tarot readers. It's not necessary. I am not better than anyone. I am better than me than I was yesterday. I'm not in competition with anyone. I compete with myself to stay in alignment with my journey. You look at me as competition. That's why you watch. Instead of learning, you take. You made me your enemy because you fear. We only have enemies with people we fear. People fear what they can't conquer. Excuse me if I disturb your energy. That's what I'm supposed to do. I do that to a lot of people. A lot of people can't even sit in spaces with me. And the ones that can, we welcome one another. I am EmpressReal1584 The Good Witch. Sometimes when I don't show my face, I'm home. Sometimes I'm not dressed. Sometimes I got on pajamas, and y'all may think it's an outfit. This is just how I am inside the home. Sometimes I just don't feel like showing my face, but it doesn't mean that I'm hiding behind a camera. I went bald on camera. Y'all saw me before my lock journey. You saw me during my lock journey, and you saw me take myself down to the scalp. Why would I hide? I never saw myself bald. If I was intimidated about myself, the way I look, why would I do that with y'all? I allowed my husband to take me all the way down online. And here I am. I love me. How you see me, it doesn't matter. I don't get dressed for you. I don't brush my teeth for you. I don't wash my ass for you. I love me. I love me. I'm just saying. Let's get to this reading. This is going to be a Cancer reading. Because this hoe, you took my whole reading, but what you forget, dates, time, and I'm live. The people that follow me, they know. The people who don't, they may jump in, they may stay, they may jump out, they may follow me as well. They may not. But my shit is live. So when you copy, you take, you try to piggyback, but you can't piggyback from someone who is authentic. My back is not bent, so you can't ride that shit. I'm like this for real. I bow down to no one. Now that I've said your name, and there's a lot others that I'm going to go down the line with, I'm a thick chick. You see me, not hiding. So this other fat bitch, yeah, this other fat bitch stole my video too. I'm just waiting for her to go bald. This me in real life. We not the same. My weight go up and down. We not the same. From the videos that people sent to me, you just been a fat ass. I'm greedy. I go up and down, up and down. I lose weight in the summer because I don't want to be fat and sweating. That don't make sense to me. I don't need my clothes soaking wet. I'm just saying. I don't mind being all thick for the winter. You get what I'm saying? I need to stay warm. What if my heat don't work? Listen, this me in real life. But next time you make a video about me, say my name. Do you know when you speak your enemy's name, I'm going to drop some jewels on you. When you speak the name of a person that you don't like, you give them power. Say my name and add it. And add it. I got a bank bowl. Let me add. Say my name. Because spiritually, you help me to elevate. That's why I don't argue with people. I say what I mean what I say, and we not arguing. I don't argue with anybody, not in real life. I don't argue with my husband. I may argue with one of my kids, right? When they wrong, I put them in their place. Be like, you know you wrong for that shit. But I don't argue with them. They grown. I don't argue with people. I'm going to say what I mean and mean what I say. I'm just asking for a friend. How can you say that race doesn't belong in spiritual spaces? We've been meditating. We've been praying. Excuse you. Sometimes people don't know any better. Let's get to this cancer reading. We're going to do it again. Let's get to this cancer reading. We're going to do it again. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. I never told anybody that when I created these pages that they're going to strictly be about tarot or anything else. But I did promise that I'm always going to speak about the injustices of what's going around in this world. I'm going to speak about the injustices, especially for my people. Oh yeah, we care. We do. We care. When children go missing, no matter what race they are, we care. We watch y'all on the news, get all the coverage. And we do drop a tear for you because we give a fuck. We care. All we're saying is give us equal. Allow us to be equal. A lot of you guys think you're free, but we're not free. Pay attention to the world around you. Pay attention to who's moving next door to you. Pay attention. Because while y'all selling those family homes, you can't even go buy another one. You end up in an apartment. Pay attention to the neighbor. Because when they tear down and rebuild, then you can't even afford your taxes. Pay attention that the corner stores are not owned by you anymore. Pay attention to the world around you. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking for the people in the back. And instead of us stabbing each other in the back, the same way that they get together and own shit, it's the same way that we can too. But we don't respect one another. We don't want to build with our friends. We want to be better than our friends. But we don't want to be better than our enemies, do we? Yeah, I made me your enemy. But I'm still going to speak. I'm not going to stop. I'm still going to speak. Anyway, my cousin is selling candles. Many of you know me. You know I do root work. You know that I'm a medium, I'm a psychic, and I read tarot for free online. I also read tarot privately on my website. I do individual readings. I have a cousin that's selling candles. I come from a long line of root workers. Her candles are dressed. They're made for your specific need. She got that New Orleans in her bloodline. Let me just tell you. But it's called Dennison Wellness. She did a live with me and she introduced herself to you guys. If you can find that video, look it up. Her name is Dr. Jones. But she has deep Southern roots, as I do. She sells Southern root candles, sacred light, and modern calm. You can look her up on Instagram. She's still building her website. But I wanted to promote her as we're talking, right? Her candles are handmade and they're dressed. Many of you who don't understand the sentiments of dress That means she's done the work for you. People that do spiritual work, root work, voodoo, hoodoo, whatever you want to call it, when you don't have the time or you can't find the ingredients you need, she makes the candles for you. Now, we do different things. She sells candles that are rooted, if you want me to say it just like that. They're dressed for your needs. When you speak to her, you can ask her, hey, can you make a candle for this? Can you make a candle for that? I have a few people in my family that does the work. I even have a great aunt that's 100 plus years old, and she's still a root worker. Many of you got to see her on my live, but I had to turn her off as soon as she started telling me who my enemies were. I was like, and she said, you need to do this, 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 and that. And when I got home, I did everything she said. However, let us get to this Cancer reading. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's see if it's going to get stolen. It's live. It's dated. It's timed. Once again, I hope everyone is doing well. I am EmpressReal1584TheGoodWitch. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. I am truly grateful. Thank you. I see some of my subscribers. Ooh, thank you. Ooh, thank you. I like those. I might have to find me a pair. But thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see my subscribers up here. Thank you. And I saw someone a few moments ago that also just subscribed to the channel as well. Thank you. If you follow me here, follow me on YouTube, because the videos that I do here live, I post them on my YouTube platform. That YouTube platform is where I get all that smoke. But they don't know I smoke too. I smoke too. There's a big difference. I'll say their name, they won't say my name. And I'm always going to speak about my people no matter what platform I'm on. Even out in the public, I'm always going to speak about the injustices that we still go through. I don't want to hear that you got black friends. That's not my business. I don't want to care if you got mixed kids. That's not my business. I don't want to care about what black man you fucking or what white man fucking a black woman. That's none of my business. I come from the show me place. Show me. 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 In my comments, y'all write me and tell me, I had a black husband. I had a black wife. I got mixed kids. That's nice. That's who you was fucking, but what have you done for the community as a whole? Show me yours and I'll show you mine. I'll tell you what I do. I don't speak about it. I'm outside. I've done the work for my people. So don't tell me that you're about that life if you're not getting your hands dirty. Mine have been dirty. Let's get to this Cancer reading. I hope everyone is doing well. Most of you who follow me, you know that in the beginning, I show my face and then I put the camera on my desk. I have already cleansed my space before I came to this reading. And I cleansed myself. I put the camera on the desk so that you can watch me shuffle the cards, watch me cut the cards, so that you know that the cards are not handpicked. The message is going to be the message. If the message is for you, it will be for you from the beginning of the reading until the end of the reading. As my grandmother would say, from the rooter to the tutor. If the reading does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. You don't need to pick a piece from here and a piece from there to make it fit your situation. I promise you, don't do that. It will confuse you. Don't do that. Even if you feel like it's not for you when I get started, click off. It's not going to hurt my feelings. You're doing yourself a service to not watch something that doesn't resonate with you. Once again, I am EmpressReal1584TheGoodWitch. If I don't catch your messages. It's not that I'm ignoring you. When I'm into a reading, I'm all in. I'm nosy. So I want to dive deep and see what's going on just as much as you're waiting to hear what's going on. Now let us get to the reading. I do have people in the background. They have very real spiritual gifts just like me. They don't have platforms because they choose not to go this route, and that's on them. However, be respectful of them, because they do what I do too. They root workers too. I'm just telling you, a warning. But they not as petty as I am. Me, I'm throwing a spell at everybody. Them, they like, yo, chill out. That's not necessary. I'm like, it's all necessary. I want all that smoke. Let's get to the reading. I'm telling the truth. This is a Cancer reading for a male or a female. If the reading is for a male, I will say so. If the reading is for a female, I will say so. If I say nothing at all, understand that we all have both masculine and feminine energies. Where you stand in your energy is on you. Listen, remember, this channel is a no judgment zone, place for healing. We don't judge over here. Listen, some days I'm in my feminine energy, some days I'm in my masculine energy. Especially when I'm stepping outside the house without my husband, I'm in my masculine energy all the way. When I'm outside with him, I'm all feminine. Let me tell you. Let us get to this reading. This is a Cancer reading. You know where your placements are. I'm trying to see where the cards want to take me. Many of you who follow me, you know that I always start off with my spiritual news deck. I am not getting that feeling to do that. So we're going to do something a little different. I haven't used this deck in a while, so we're going to jump right on in and use it. I'm going to do a 9-card spread. I'm going to do a 9-card spread. Cancers, my water signs. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Cancers, my water signs, right? A lot of people like to call you sensitive, but they have no idea that you have very powerful emotions. Those are the words that I like to use. Cancer people have very powerful emotions. They love who they love. Even if you've done something bad to them, they still love you. They still try to nurture. They still try to help. But when they're done, they're done. Their cutoff game is real. A lot of you guys think that your cutoff game is real before Cancer. When they're done, they're done. And to have a Cancer to close the door on you, you must have done something wrong. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Cancer, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Most of you know that I ring this bell anytime I get started. Oh, Cancer. We got some drama. Let's see what's going on. Spirit guides, thank you so much. We have 2 cards, 3 that came out first. Let's keep going. This is going to be a 9-card spread. Most of you know that I enjoy doing a 9-card spread reading. It's my favorite. 3 more cards, Spirit guides. 3 more cards. Okay, I see you. Oh, shucks. These came out last. We're not taking them. I'm putting these back in. And I have some over here as well. And I need 1 more card. If I would have took those as bonuses, we would be here longer than I would like to be honest. So I'm not going to do the bonus cards if I don't have to. But I don't get the last say. Spirit does. 1 more card, Spirit guys. 1 more card. Thank you. We have 2 together right here, which I didn't even see. So we have 2 together right here. Let us begin. There's the number 43 here. The number 43, Cancer, is one of my favorite numbers as well. I love that number 43. Flip it and reverse it. It also is the number 34. So that number may mean something to someone. But anytime that we see the number 43, simply means to have faith. Have faith in yourself. And you must and you should believe in your capabilities to achieve any kind of success that you desire to have for yourself. Set your foundation for the future, because these energies of the number 43 point to a need to lay down a solid foundation for yourself and to pursue progress, especially in spiritual knowledge. Trust in your intuition. Embrace creativity and stability. Seek spiritual growth and simply believe in all you are and your goals. Believe in your own magic. Believe in your own magic. You know, that's so important. But you're disconnecting from someone, the number 43. You're disconnecting from someone or a place. You're walking away. You're detaching, maybe from a way of thinking. You're detaching maybe from a particular person, whatever the case may be. But there's a lot of alienation going on. Cancer, someone has lied on you. And there's an indifference here. You know how sometimes people want to tell your business, but they forget to tell their business? They want to gossip about you, but they don't even gossip about themselves. Listen, that's not fair, is it? But the disconnection here is real. It's really real. Let's move on. The number 15, if you're here about love, you will have that success in love. If you're single, love is coming in. However, if you are in a relationship, you feel like your relationship is stable. So you have a lot going on right now. You have success in the area of love between you and another person. And if you're single, love is coming in. Let me tell you, spring is around the corner. So the number 15 is made up of the numbers 1 and 5, which are both largely positive and powerful numbers. The number 1 is associated with leadership, optimism, and taking the initiative. So when you see the number 15, know that your angels are trying to tell you to use your powers, as the number 43 suggested. Use your powers, to use your thoughts, because we all know that thoughts do become things. The number 43 suggests that you need to lay down a foundation. What is it that you truly desire to have for yourself? Cancer, what do you want? What do you desire? And whatever it is, you can manifest it into your life. You can bring it to you. So there's success here. Success. Let me talk about this success. If you're single, you will be meeting someone that you will fall in love with. New love. New love. And if you are in a relationship with someone, this person feels like someone that you've never had before. This person is like no other. So you will have that successful outcome. Thank you, I see you. But this is a mutual love. Just as much as you love this person loves you. So success and love is intimate. A lot of people don't ever get to experience intimacy within a relationship, but in this relationship, you will experience that intimacy. People think that intimacy is just about sex. Intimacy could be a conversation, a touch, a feeling. This person, you'll be able to have all of that with. We have the number 30, which is judication. So there could be some legal matters that are going on in the background. You may be seeking out an advisor, a lawyer of some sort, or a mediator, but you're going to be in negotiations with someone. But there will be a decision made, a final decision to remove this conflict between you and what's going on around you. We have seduction, the number 42, seduction. Cancer, someone looks at you as beautiful. When they look at you with passion. If this is your person, that's a wonderful thing. That they look at you just like that. That means that they have no eyes for anyone else. Their eyes do not wander. Thank you so much. But if you are someone who is single and love is coming in, this person is seduced by you, your beauty, your energy. They are really intrigued by you. They are very attracted to you, as you are to them as well. We have the number 47, which is poverty. Cancer, I know you're like, ugh, why does poverty have to be here? There's a Cancer here that suffer a financial loss. And you have been down on your luck a little bit. But if you stay in that scarcity mindset, like things are not going to change, that's where you'll stay. Understand that your emotional well-being matters. And who can nourish that in the time of crises, especially a financial loss or lack? You. Don't see yourself in the position that you're in. See yourself in the position that you're going to be in. Walk around your house, your apartment, your trailer. Walk around your job and say this to yourself. Wealth, success, plain and simple. That's all you need is those two words, wealth, success. Because you will be successful and you will have that financial prosperity. It's on its way to you. But if you sit there in that lack mindset and you focus on the things that you don't have, that's where you'll be. You need to focus on the things that are coming towards you and focus on the things that you do have. The roof over your head. The food in the refrigerator. It doesn't matter if you don't have steak and lobster in there. You got something in there. When I was growing up, we could always make a meal out of something. My sister used to take the can of biscuits, put it together and roll it out to make a pizza. It was the nastiest shit ever. But guess what? It was a meal. It was a meal. So there's always something that you can make a meal out of. Trust me. But hard times don't last, Cancer, at all. We have two cards. This card is on top, but we're going to dive into the card that was under it. I didn't see it. It's here. It's the number 38, unlocking. You have to unlock that stagnant energy that you have, that lack mindset, that poverty mindset, that number 47, because there's always a resolution. There's always a revelation to what's going on. You have to be open to see yourself in a new light, on a new path. Listen, there's always a solution to a problem. So let me just say this. This person, let me show it to you again, has the key in their hand and they're looking through it. And with them looking through that key, they're like, okay, I can unlock it. Thank you so much. I can unlock as many doors as I need to. And you need to take that key and unlock what's inside of you, because we all hold power. No matter what your race is, we all hold power. You are the source. You get to write out your own journey. You get to lay the foundation. Some people didn't have humble beginnings. Some people beginnings were hard as shit. And some people didn't have the mind frame to get up out of that. But then there comes a time when you look at the world differently, even yourself, and you're like, I don't belong here. I don't want to be here. And guess what? You go within and you start walking around saying wealth, success, plain and simple. Wealth, success. And you have to say it with passion and conviction. You have to believe it. You have to know that it is yours, and then it will be so. True story. We have fortune teller. I guess they talking about me, right? But this is the number 40. Fortune teller. The number 40 that's on top of the number 38. Psychic gifts. Now, I told you, we all have very powerful gifts inside of us. You have to learn how to unlock them. You have to tap into the source, and the source is you. So there's some unexpected news that's coming towards you, Cancer. Trust your intuition. This unexpected news could be that gift of money that you've been waiting for, but there's external forces around you. You remember way back here, we had them gossiping people, those lying ass people. But let me tell you, you have to change your circle. You have to change your circumstances. Once upon a time, you spoke to Mary, Joe, and Jane. And then you used to tell Mary, Joe, and Jane all your business. When you meditate, it's nobody's business. When you are tapping into self, it's nobody's business. When you're trying to bring something into your reality, it's nobody's business. So it's time for you to act as your own fortune teller. Yes, we're here together. I'm not the source. You are the source. We are all God body. I know a lot of people don't like hearing that, especially my Jesus people. But we are all God body. We are the source. So tap into your intuition. Tap into the source. Whatever that you've suppressed, it's time to face it so that you can remove these blockages and take your place of where you want to be. Now, there are some people, they don't care about growth. But then there's others that do care about growth. I'm speaking to a Cancer who wants more. They want more out of life. You don't want to be in the same place as you were yesterday. You desire to have more. Whether it be your health, your finances, your mental status, you want more. You know there's more to life than this. So guess what? You are the more. If you can see it in the mind's eye, you can create it. You can bring it to you. True story. We have great fortune. Ow. I have to turn the camera back around. Y'all don't know how excited I am. Because once you tap into the source, we got the number 26. Great fortune, it comes in. I had to look at this with you, right? Let me tell you, we all go through that hardship, but we don't got to stay there. You don't have to stay there at all. You don't have to stay there. It's not for you to stay there. That's why this great fortune is coming in. Good luck, right? You are the good luck. You are the source. This is victory. This is happiness. Ooh, this is an easy life. You're going to have enough to put away for that rainy day and many more to come. There is money coming in for someone, a great reward. Listen, and your efforts are paying off. When you speak to the universe and you meditate the desires of your soul, they hear you. That's you putting in work. That's work. That's work to sit on the floor and dedicate a few moments to yourself. That's work. To clear the mind, that's work. To create a mental picture in your head, that's work. You are the source. You're putting in work and the universe sees you. You don't want to hear from those people that be like, ooh, meditation is so tedious. It's hard for me to clear the mind. You don't need to be around those people. They got a lot more work to do than you do. Clear the mind. Clear the clutter. So that great fortune, that number 26 can come on in because dreams do come true. Straight up, dreams do come true. Now, the number 31, Cancer, was there someone here that was ill? Because there was someone, maybe a cold, a flu, whatever the case may be, but The number 31, there's a short illness, a very short illness of some sort. So maybe you need a little rest and rejuvenation. There's someone here, the card is saying that you have poor health. Do you know when you worry about things, that lack mindset of not knowing where the next meal is going to come from, that can make a person sick because that brings stress and anxiety. So the blockage, let's remove it together. Let's remove this blockage together because it's unhealthy for you to hold on to the lack mindset. When we get off this camera, I don't care if you're driving your car, walking down the street. I don't care if you're sitting on the toilet, walking around your house, your apartment, your trailer. I don't care where you are. Just start chanting wealth, success. It's already mine because I am divine. Straight up. Simple as that. Wealth, success. I have to be repetitive. I got approved for a mortgage with $5 in my bank account. But I never adopted this poverty mindset at all. I was like, I'm getting that house. I'm getting that mortgage. Nobody didn't even tell me how to purchase a house. Oh, I was so young. Nobody didn't tell me what to do, how to do it, nor did I go to anyone because I didn't want anyone to say that's impossible. I knew it was possible. That's why I didn't need to speak to anyone. However, yes, that was decades ago, right? But it happened. But I've been this person, you know? Listen, when I'm telling you I've been this person, I've always meditated. It was something that was a must when I was growing up around my grandparents. When my mother had to go to work and leave me with the grandparents, my grandfather, always meditating. My grandmother would call it foolishness. Can you believe it? They were the odd couple. She was a religious woman, but she married a spiritual man. My grandmother, she would say, what he teaching y'all is foolish. Stop that stuff. They need to go to Jesus. And he would tell her, hush your mouth. Hush that fuss. That's what my grandfather would say. He didn't curse. I do, but he didn't. However, I've been doing this. And the only thing you need to do is see whatever it is that you desire in the mind's eye. That's it. See it in the mind's eye. It's like when you're in kindergarten and you have the greatest imagination. And they ask you, well, what do you want to be? And you be like, I want to be a fireman. I want to be a cheerleader. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. You say whatever. But you can see it. And they tell you to draw it out, to try to make a picture of it. Now in kindergarten, we don't know we're not an artist, but we draw and we bring things to life. So draw whatever it is that you desire to have, draw it in the mind. Because if you can see it, you can bring it to you, to the physical. True story. True story. Now, after I got approved for my mortgage, the day I went for the closing of the home, now I needed a babysitter because I didn't want to bring those kids with me. And they was like, where you going? I'm like, to get the keys for my house. I'm going to my closing. I ain't know you was trying to get no house. Where? I ain't got time for that. I don't have no conversation for that. And I did it. I did it. And you can. We all can. It doesn't stop. You know what's important to you. You know what's important to you. True story. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have the number 46, half-truths. Know what's crazy? This came out in another Cancer reading, the number 46, half-truths. Listen, there's a Cancer. You feeding yourself lies? Because when you doubt yourself, that's a lie. When you think you can't have, that's a lie. You're telling yourself partial of the story. And where do you get the information from? From the source, from you, from the core of you. Now, there could be someone around you that's covering something up. Well, let me tell you a story. It's time for you to cover up some things as well. Because when you meditate, when you are trying to bring things to life, you don't need the naysayers. Nobody needs to know your business, what you're doing, how you're doing it. Nobody needs to know. Walk around with a smile on your face as if you already have it. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. You don't even need all that information. Just know it's coming. Now me, I'm going to the mailbox. I'm going outside. And I'm still handing over my petition to the universe. We have at the bottom of the deck, the number 28 is expectation. Expectation. Listen, hoping, wishing. The ultimate is knowing. When I was younger, my middle sister, if we ever had a conversation and she would ask me a question, and I'd be like, I think, and she'd be like, thinking come from not knowing. Word up, she would always say that. You need to know. You need to be specific. Right? When you hope, you know. When you wish, you know. When you create in the mind, you know. It's yours, it belongs to you, and that you can have it. You are the source. Now, let's close off the reading with my spiritual news. This is one of my favorite decks. Either I'm going to use it in the beginning of the reading or I'm going to use it at the end of the reading. But let's break open this spiritual news to end this reading for the sign of Cancer. Cancer, can you feel it? I just need to know, right? Because those of you who know, you know. You know. You know. The work, it ain't hard to do. It's not hard to do at all. But when you date, you heard me. When you date yourself, when you give to yourself, when you marry yourself, no one else can intrude, no matter what someone says or does. And what does married people do? They keep things to themselves. So when you date yourself, you don't tell anybody your business. And then when you marry yourself, you definitely don't expose your business. Because married people, they don't share. They don't share because they don't want anything or anyone separating. Do you understand? So date yourself. When you date yourself, everything becomes clear. When you marry yourself, things become even more clearer. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Cancer. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, how do I close this reading? Woo, wait. Oh, they all over the place. I think I'm supposed to take these. It's a lot. I don't know. But I have to do it. They just hit me in the chest. So we're going to take them. This just in. Cancer, this just in. There are some major blockages in your life that Spirit wants to assist you with ridding. Spirit says, call upon them and have faith in them to keep and to help you with whatever blockages you may be facing at this time. And we just spoke about that right here. The blockages that you have are doubt. You can't doubt at all. When you begin to lay the foundation in your mind, that foundation needs to be solid. You don't want a weak foundation. So you need to make sure that you have the tools. The first tool is believing that whatever you're about to create, that you can have in the physical. You have to set that foundation just like that because Spirit says, call upon them. Call them to help you in whatever you feel as though you need them in that area of. We have, in other news, it's time to stop beating yourself up. There may be a situation in your life where you only blame yourself, and that's not fair. When it comes to this, know that everything will eventually work itself out. Once again, whatever it is that you're dealing with, whomever you dealt with, whatever the situation is, stop beating yourself up. It takes two. Yo, there used to be Easy E, right? And DJ Rob Bass. And there was a song called It Takes Two to Make Everything All Right. Whatever transpired, you weren't alone. So you need to stop taking the blame and the weight for someone else. Stop blaming yourself. It takes two. Take responsibility for the part you played. And you can't worry about if the next person is going to take responsibility or not. Take responsibility for your actions and whatever situation that transpired within you or someone else. But just move on. It's not fair to blame yourself solely. Breaking news, Cancer. Breaking news. You've recently experienced a tower moment in your life. Spirit had come to warn you that whatever is not built on solid ground will surely come crumbling down. But not to worry, says Spirit, for this is now the time to start again and build a more stable foundation. And that's what you're doing. Now you're doing everything over. But you're doing it the right way by setting a strong foundation. What was done can't be fixed. It's gone. It crumbled down. It crashed. But what you do from this day forward, this moment, you're setting a new foundation. And this time is stronger. Whatever you forgot to add to the first one, you get to add to this second foundation. You're going to strengthen it, and that foundation is you. The core of you, the soul of you. This just in. Cancer. This just in. Spirit wants you to focus on your health at this time. Increase your daily exercise and your intake of your fruits and veggies. This will help add vitality to your immune system and body. Let me tell you, true story. I just had this conversation with my husband before the reading. I said, listen, I'm about to be on my green intake. I'm about to start doing the right thing. He just looked at me because he knew I just be talking, but I meant it. But there's a Cancer here. Remember, we had a short illness of some sort with someone. Spirit is telling you to take accountability for that. Because whatever transpired, we don't want it to happen again, or it could be going on with someone right now. But eat your veggies, eat your fruits, so this will build your immune system. We have breaking news, Cancer. Breaking news. Spirit says it is time to stand and speak up for yourself. Understand that you are not a doormat for people to walk and talk over. Neither do you deserve to be treated as such. Remember, you have the power to say, no more. Cancer, I'm a Cancer too. I did that. I did that. I can't let people play in my face, and neither should you. Pull those pinches out, and whoever you have to snap, snap. But just do it in a tasteful way. In other news, Cancer, in other news, you are attracting true love, right? We spoke about that. That's this seduction card, the number 42. We also had success in love, the number 15. We spoke about that as well. But in other news, you are attracting true love. You have done the work of self-love and emotional healing by loving yourself the way that you do. Those who come to you will reciprocate that same energy back to you. This just in, Cancer. This just in. Spirit comes to remind you that resilience is in your blood. You have the power to overcome anything life may have to throw at you. If you're feeling defeated about any situation in your life, right now, Spirit says, don't, for you may bend, but you are without a doubt unbreakable. Listen, I told y'all that about myself. In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., a man can't ride your back unless it's bent. A person can only do to you what you allow them to do. At some point, you got to stand up straight and say, no more. This just in, Cancer. This just in. Karma is real. It is. Let me tell you, whatever you put out into the universe will surely find its way back to you. Be mindful of what you say and what you do, for you will always reap what you sow, be it good or bad. So you have to be mindful with how you treat people, what you say, what you do. It's that boomerang effect. You know, you throw that boomerang out and it always comes back, whether it hits you or it bypasses you. Karma is never going to miss. So just be careful what you do, what you say, and how you are to people. Because what comes around goes back around again. This just in. Spirit says, get out and play, Cancer. You've been spending a lot of time buried in your work and taking life way too seriously. We all deserve a break sometimes. It's okay to let your hair down and enjoy yourself. You know, let me tell you, with this bald head, I do let my hair down. Sometimes I'll walk in my bedroom and I'll do like this to my husband. And he just look at me and laugh. You know, sometimes we got to remember what was there and what's coming back. I'm just saying. But it's okay to get outside and enjoy yourself. Have a little fun. And those of you who know, you know, I kept a reminder of what was there. I did. And my little tail in the back, you know. So I did. Let us get to this. We got 2 more cards. We're almost done. This just in, Cancer. This just in. Spirit is encouraging you to keep going. Keep going. Life has its lessons, but don't let it discourage you. Whenever life seems to not go as you expected, don't count it as a fail. Remember that Spirit is guiding you through it all. Listen, remember that poverty was there? And we may be going through some hard times, but hard times don't last. That's why that great fortune is coming in. And Cancers, I've had a few readings with you that great fortune is coming in. It just going to pop up out of nowhere, but it's coming, let me tell you. And other news, Cancer, and other news. You will soon be blessed with financial abundance. Man, we can't make this up, can we? We can't make this up. Listen, the universe don't play about us, do they, Cancer? You will soon be blessed with financial abundance. Spirit is always honored to give to us the things that we work for, pray for, have faith in receiving. So get ready for that financial blessing. I told y'all, when you meditate, that's work. It's work to clear the mind. Let me tell you, it's work to clear the mind. You working, you putting in the hard work. So we got to keep going. You can't give up. We at the finish line. Don't give up. We can't be on the same team if you want to give up. Don't give up. Listen, at the bottom of the deck and other news. Y'all ready for this one? Spirit don't play about us, do they, Cancer? Spirit says you are the magician. You are. Whatever it is you wish to have in this lifetime, you must develop the willpower to make it happen and make it yours. Abracadabra. Cancer. Abracadabra. Bring it on in. Bring it on in. Bring it on in. That means it's nobody's business. You got to do what's best for you. Keep your mouth shut and focus. Focus on that vision. You have to be able to see it in the mind's eye. I remember with me only having $5 in the bank. Ooh-wee, let me tell you. It really wasn't a robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? And I wasn't going to write no bad checks because, listen, I thought I was too cute to go to jail. I was not trying to go to jail for anybody, nor did I want to borrow. I could have went to my mom 1,000 times, be like, yo, mommy. But no, I didn't want to do none of that. I did something greater. I went to my children, and I said, listen, tired of renting. Tired of renting. Help me. I showed them this house that I wanted. It was a floor plan. It was a blueprint that I drew from a dream. And I showed my children how to read the floor plan. And I printed it out. I made copies and printed it out. And I said, before you go to bed, before you close your eyes, look at it. This going to be your room. This going to be your room. Blah, 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 blah. They said, okay. I didn't question anything. I just knew. And then all of a sudden I saw this house. And I'm like, whoa, that's the house I drew. I called this realtor. He was like, have you been approved for a mortgage? I was like, I didn't apply. And yes. But y'all heard me say this before. But bottom line, I went through what I went through with my faith. I stood on it, and I received. You have to have the vision in the mind's eye to bring it to your existence, into reality. You're not supposed to be telling, Barbara, I'm over here meditating. That's not Barbara business. Yo, Bill, I want this new car. Well, you better work for that new car. People be negative, right? Understand you are working. The mind is working. Your soul is working. The universe is working with you. So when you believe it, you send it out and it'll come back to you, magnified. I am EmpressReal1584 The Good Witch, and I send to you nothing but love and light. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you know what I'm going to say next. The most important thing is I thank you for your time. I know that my readings are long. My readings are long. And I'm not here to prove or disprove if I'm a racist or not. You're not going to speak about me because you don't know me. I'll tell you about me. I share so much of myself anyway on these platforms. I'll tell my story. I'll tell my story. And for many of you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And for many of you, let me tell you. Well, I ain't even going to tell you. It ain't none of your business. I'm so for real. Never mind. I tell y'all too much. Next thing you know, what I was about to tell you, somebody will put it in a video. Then I'll be back up here making another video. But I'm always going to speak. I'm always going to speak. And I thank you. I saw you. But I am EmpressReal1584 The Good Witch. Cancers. Listen, I'll take it. All of it. Let me tell you, not a piece from here and there. I'll take it from the rooter to the tutor. I'm all in with you. I'm a Cancer too. Yes. But I am EmpressReal1584 The Good Witch. Right. I'm claiming it with you. I'm claiming it with you. Listen, I want all that smoke. Listen, puff, puff, pass. We passing this around. I don't smoke weed, but you know. You know, I got to keep the mind clear, but once upon a time, but I know all about that past, and we sharing this, y'all. We sharing. But I am EmpressReal1584 The Good Witch. I send to you nothing but love and light, and I will be back tomorrow. I will be. But I'm about to run to the store, right? You remember that fat ass tarot reader that I was talking about? Well, my fat ass. I'm over here drinking a frappe. I'm about to go double up. About to go get another one, right? Listen, it's okay to talk shit. I am EmpressReal1584. Good night.